said I was legit. Ever since I blew, they all on my hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long, say I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my fit.
All right, Coach, coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports brings us to Southern California and Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Indianapolis Colts and our home team. Now the elder statesman of the NFL, Adam Vinatieri, set to get us started. And we are underway in Southern California. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready? Blue ready. Yeah, Mike. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Switch.
Now a carry by the third-year man. This is Austin Eckler. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Well, this Week 1 matchup between the Colts and the Chargers, there are a couple of ties between the two franchises. Of course, Colts head coach Frank Reich, he spent 2 seasons as the Chargers offensive coordinator in 2014 and 15. Then he would have 2 years as the Eagles OC before coming to Indianapolis. But also, Colts fans, they do nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Breaks through the contact. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Black 11! Check nickel. Big dash. Come.
This is Marlon Mack, 3rd-year running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Rush in. Back.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9. And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee. And that means...
I'm in there.
4th down. So they're challenging the spot. If you're a coach, you hesitate to throw the flag anytime it's a spot discernment.
You certainly do, because you feel like that's not one you're likely to win, and you may need that challenge flag for later in the game.
First down, Indianapolis. Try to get him. Man, somebody smoked 68-0. Man, smoked.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try to throw here. Rivers. Complete to Hilton. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A good pickup there. 26 yards. A nice little completion there by Phillip Rivers. And you and I were reading the article yesterday. 5th grade. Rivers had to do a project where he had to make a poster about his dreams and aspirations. So he clipped out a football player from a magazine article and pasted his face on the helmet. That's what he wanted to be in a tournament. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
For a couple of games.
The Charger drive about to get going. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from play, if you don't have nerves at the start of the game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
That was perfect.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Check 26, check 26. Check 9, check 9.
Winston. He's going to look deep down the field.
Oh,
and this is going to wind up incomplete.
That was bait.
The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Now Winston on the screen. This is Eckler. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the 1st down right near the 24. Well, the screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Ty Long now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
One more time.
It's taken to the 26.
Oops, like that. Oh, my God.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. A first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from down in Arizona, and the early lead there belonging to the Cardinals. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. A run by Mack to start the drive. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Watch the screen. Pass. Deuce, 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 deuce.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
We're not Green 80. Green 80. Left, left, left. You go tight. Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6. Check it back. Check it back. Hey, Mike 52. Mike. Orange 5-4. Come on, come on. No. Come on.
3rd and long for Rivers. And Pascal's got it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. He got 29 yards that time.
Hey, exit. Mike 52, Mike 52. 52's the Mike, boy, 52. Here it goes. Sponge. Orange 5-4.
Rivers now to throw on 1st down.
Oh, wow.
That is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
We're in the cover two.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic
the outside
guys.
receiver.
But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, he'll force incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Check safety, check safety. Wait, 89.
And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Now Rivers. Finding Gabriel complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
Push him back. Push him back.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. A good run on 1st down, and now they contemplate a 2nd and goal situation. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal?
25, check 25, check 25. Watch, stay ready. Safety's creeping. 0. Behind.
They'll try to run with Hines. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And it's now 14-0. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1.
Look at this nigga.
Oh, my God.
He need face masks, dude.
I'm not sure what this is about. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And they get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. What a great surprise Austin Ekeler has turned out to be. That's the kid that was undrafted out of Western State, signed with the Chargers in 2017, and then last season, 554 yards at 5.2 yards per carry, and then he was also effective catching the football. 39 receptions, over 400 yards there. A great compliment to Melvin Gordon. On 2nd down, Ekeler. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Jameis to throw it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 13 and a Charger 1st.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Running on 1st down, Ekeler. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Winston. He'll get this to Ekeler. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
They'll try to pick up the 1st with Ekeler.
Man, get the fuck out of here. That's some lucky ass shit.
Austin Ekeler, 37 yards, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. So they went to the ground game on third, hoping to pick up the first. They also picked up the touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used.
They made me go for the inside. I
down
went
the
outside.
pass
Come
block.
on,
All right, you're looking at what it is. Third down. They don't care that it's third and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call a running play, I think you energize them. I think you juice them up because I haven't met offensive linemen yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Rivers on first down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
On second down, it's Hines. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Stay there. 390. Buffalo. Hey, Rocket. Chuck. Big air. 22-jet bomber. Bud. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Check 31. Check 300.
On first and 10, Rivers looking deep for Hilton.
There we go.
And this is taken in at the 5. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, 59 yards. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. Around the NFL, second quarter down in Tampa. And a 2-touchdown lead for the Buccaneers as they've just scored again. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on second and 10.
Screenplay.
Mike's 50. Mike, easy. Crunch time, defense. Flip it. Hey, check. Mike 50, Mike. Hey, 5-0. We own them. Jim, let me go.
Here's Winston. Going deep here for Allen.
Oh, my, thank you.
Double team and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Walker. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The intended receiver there, Allen, that late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
23 is who I wanted to
The
get.
Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get to field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run a mid-order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now a give, right side. Hines. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. So we're at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
I like to start every drive off of the line play.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
Coming this way, here we go. Watch twist. 36. Slice, 89.
Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. Oh, he's got some breathing room.
Come on, man. I juked.
A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
49 the mic, watch 49. You ain't got nothing.
Now Brissett, the backup, his first throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. He's got his target.
Nasty.
It's caught for a Colts
Nasty.
touchdown.
That's all me, baby. That's all me.
48 yards.
That's all me, baby.
And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
That's all me.
And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the
That was
defense,
wonderful.
tough to
That's
find
user.
the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height
get out of that
or even
cover two.
speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and the decision
I'm out
to
here
just
letting
kick
that
the
bitch
extra
fly.
point winds up successful. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken very short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second. Oh. And that's intercepted. It's Darius Leonard, the 2018 Defensive Rookie of the Year. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Boy.
This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench
lag.
just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
What do you do? Don't do that shit again.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Going on the ground with Eckler. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Winston. Eluding the pressure right.
You better die, Nick. Oh!
And he will. For a big guy, Jameis sure can move. Did a nice job there picking up the first down with his legs.
You know it's coming. You know it's coming.
Here is Eckler.
You know it's coming. We know it's coming.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage.
That's all you use it, man.
Second and 10 coming up.
No, it's coming.
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one good for 26 and a first down. Now, they've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
Brings up second and 11 at the Colts 34-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. From the gun, Winston. Open man is Cantrell. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 18.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
From the red zone now, Winston. Flush to his right. Complete. Hunter Henry with the ground. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Ready. Blue ready. Wild Bill.
To throw again on second down. Winston. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in.
That's a pick.
Couldn't hang on third down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
It's fourth down.
So on fourth down, on comes the Charger kicker, Michael Badgley. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Michael Badgley on for the field goal. A 40-yard attempt.
Badgley's kick is good. And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
26-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. This ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But, yeah, to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen.
It is, and I'm glad that you went in that direction because otherwise we're going to talk about the museum tour we took yesterday.
Which was also impressive.
Which was also very impressive. But this game, how they've done it, offense, defense, special teams, they put it all together. And I got to tell you, I am beyond impressed by what I've seen from this team. Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
That 180, black 15. Let's go. Red Delta.
They'll get nothing out of the completion there, and it leads to a 4th down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. As hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
A great return there of 22 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. 3rd down here. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And, Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Here's Winston. And that is incomplete here. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time, and it's 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
58, boys, 58, 58, Mike.
Winston now. Going deep here for Allen. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, but now it'll be 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
Ready?
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now Eckler. There to stop him was Darius Leonard.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Winston. He completes it to Henry. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Well, last year, Henry really looked poised for a prime breakout season, but then May 22nd, tore his ACL during OTAs, ruled out for the year. Actually was added to the active roster in a pretty heroic return for their playoff clash with New England, but did not play. 29 career games for Henry, 12 touchdowns, and now with Antonio Gates' career coming to a close, they expect a lot out of the 24-year-old Hunter Henry. From the 24, Winston. Being chased out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Justin Houston able to run him down for a loss of a yard.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
And what a catch there by Allen. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 13-yard line. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
Mike 50, Mike. Squad. They scared. Hey, easy. 50. Mike 50. Let's go. 50. Let's go. 50.
One last shot now for Winston. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. The 20, 10, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
That's how you win the game.
Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
This nigga been on Madden.